Can't nobody fuck with me. I'm that one.
That's a fact.
Keep a Mac 10 for that fuckery. Get you some.
That's a fact.
Wish who can see me now.
You already know. You already know. You already know.
That's how we
Damn,
started.
you start off hella gangster, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up? What happened to you,
Hey, yo.
nigga? What happened to you, nigga?
I know some niggas only skate on Supreme shit.
Damn.
I know some niggas hit the dope with the remix.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo.
I know a nigga with.
With 10 bodies and still a teenager. I know some fiends that'll lick the Rese off the razor.
Oh my God.
You know fiends that'll lick the Rese off the razor?
You know when a nigga talk, right?
Whew.
You just believe every word that the nigga be saying.
He know a fiend. He
know
can
a
name a
fiend.
fiend at that very moment, at that point in time.
Not even name a fiend. He put a fiend on the cover of their album.
Lick the Rese off the razor.
He put a fiend on the cover of the Griselda record. That What Was She Gonna Do album with that old lady face on there. She's like the neighborhood fiend. They put her on there. They say everybody knows her in Buffalo.
And she licked the Rese off the razor.
Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. I am not going to, do that to that woman. I don't know her past. I don't know her story, and I do not want to place labels upon her. But
shout out to everybody back home. You know what I'm saying? I rep Florida a lot.
Polk County.
Polk County, cause that's for real where I grew up. But New York, maybe up top, Buffalo.
Are both your parents from?
Shout out both of my parents from Buffalo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Over there, Bailey.
They literally said, we gotta get the fuck out of this snow and get goddamn down to Florida.
Over there, Kensington and Bailey. Now my mom made that move. You know what I'm saying? My biological father, he's still up top.
Okay.
That's a real one.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Over there, Kensington and Bailey. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hewitt.
I've never been.
Shrek.
I've never been to Buffalo.
Shout out to the Fruit Belt.
The highest I've ever been, the furthest I've ever been in New York was like White Plains, and that's still kind of almost a city. That's right outside of like Yonkers and the Bronx and stuff.
Definitely.
So, but
yeah, that's upstate. You know, niggas go upstate and they stay a little while.
Literally.
A little while.
Unless you can go on a bid, or you're living up there.
For sure.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to those guys as well.
Yeah, I have to say, man, like I fucks with what I fucks with Griselda for what it's doing for the city. You know what I'm saying? Those guys have clearly been doing it for a minute.
Yeah, Conway just dropped a new project, which is, oh my God, the way he plays with flows on that record is crazy. Armani Caesar, the first woman out of Griselda from my knowledge, she just dropped a project. Yeah. Benny's about to drop. Yeah. West Side Gun got another project coming soon. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's crazy how they're just dropping music consistently like the way that they do. Yeah. And the dope shit that, like, it's just crazy how they keep just dropping new stuff. And then this time around, like, it seems like everybody's even getting away from the traditional sound and showing that they can do everything. Mm-hmm. It's still Griselda-esque, but it's a different sound. Okay. Right? So they're like going out and finding new things. Like the whole Benny the Butcher joint that's coming out is all Hit Boy. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, damn.
Intriguing.
And another, shout out to Hit Boy.
I want to hear that.
That nigga is moving. Yeah. He just dropped a project with Dom.
I'm still not on Dom like that.
That's fine, but I'm saying what Hit Boy's doing. He dropped a project with Dom. Okay. He just did the whole Nas joint. He did a couple joints on the Big Sean record. He got some other joints just scattered, just out there, just floating around. I think he did a Cash Doll joint, if I'm not mistaken.
And you know what?
And he did a Cash Doll joint, and he got Benny coming.
I actually just really...
Pause.
You always do this shit.
He got Benny coming? Come on, man.
God damn. I actually really just opened my ears to Cash Doll
Mm-hmm.
And I think my reasons for really not giving her my attention, which probably doesn't matter because you know she got she has
her fans.
She has a solid fan base, right? But my reasons were just that like I thought that she was just one of these Instagram chicks, you know, these Instagram chicks.
Oh, got it.
Everybody a rapper now.
Got it.
Da-da-da-da-da. But Cash Doll went hard on the freestyle that's on Detroit too.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And I fucked with her.
Yeah.
I wish Detroit Shay was on that bit.
Mm-hmm.
I really was looking forward to Detroit Shay being on there. She wasn't, but Cash Doll definitely represented.
I was watching an interview about Sean talking about Detroit too, and he was saying that he had to actually cut like some bars from some people because it just got real long.
Too long.
And he didn't want people to get bored with it. So I could even see like, you know, him already kind of understanding. He got 10 people on there.
True.
It's probably not a slight to Detroit Shay, and I'm sure he probably even had a conversation with her.
For sure.
Because he was even saying like how he had to reach out to people like, yo, my bad, but we gotta cut it.
Yeah.
You know, like we're still gonna have you on the record, but we're gonna cut it.
Yeah.
And you know, he seemed very respectable in that manner. So I'm sure he reached out to people, you know, or you know, apologized to some people. But you know, you got Eminem on the record, you gotta play his old verse. You got Royce on the record, you gotta play his old verse. You know, like there's certain people, Sada Baby's like super crazy in the streets right now.
You know what? This nigga 42 Doug.
Yeah.
Although I'm not deep in his catalog, I was surprised that he was from Detroit because it's just such an Atlanta flow to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was like, what? This nigga from Detroit?
Well, let's get back to that real quick. Let's introduce the podcast. Let's do that. Let's do that first.
What is this shit called? I don't know.
It's the Unsolicited Culture Podcast.
Yeah.
Episode 23.
23 no Jordan.
No, this is our Jordan year. Like, I want you to...
23 no Jordan.
No. 23 Jordan year. Right?
23 no Jordan.
I thought that's what people were doing. Like, I thought, like, when they turn 23, it's your Jordan year. I'm not a fan of it. I didn't do that, but... No? All right, 23 no Jordan.
23 no Jordan. We out here. We going. We growing. My name is Infy.
Yep.
INFY.
And you got Rese.
Yeah.
We in here. But back to, you know.
None. Yeah, I mean, 42 Doug, I was kind of shocked that he was from the D.
Mm-hmm.
But I fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? Cash Doll, fucks with her. You know, speaking of, and going back to IG chicks,
mm-hmm.
I don't want to say that Mulatto was an IG chick, but
I wanted to bring her up too, man, and I'm happy that you did.
Big Lotto,
mm-hmm.
fucking with her hard.
She's killing.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to QC for all that they do for their artists. I wasn't sure which way she was gonna go,
mm-hmm.
but Lotto is fucking shit up right now.
She has a new record like every week.
Man, Lotto fucking shit up right now.
She did just drop a project too. She just dropped a project, I think maybe a few weeks back from us shooting this.
I'm a real ass, rich ass bitch from the South.
Remember how we were having a conversation about her, and I was like, she doesn't give me current vibes. Yeah. She gives me like that early 90s when like the females were coming to the game. Females is not the right thing to say, right? That's like illegal to say that now, right? Women. I can't say females, it's illegal.
It's not illegal.
It's illegal. The women, you know, when the women were, you know, in the game, like she reminds me of like a Foxy. She reminds me of like a Lil' Kim. Like she gives me that vibe where it's like they're sexy in their appearance, but the bars is hard. You know what I'm saying? And like Nicki, as dope as Nicki was for the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Nicki's still dope. Like I'm not like don't get it misconstrued. No, Nicki's still dope. Nicki's still dope in my eyes. My opinion.
Okay.
So like when I saw her and the way that she's rapping and the way she's bringing a lot of females, women together. Women. She's bringing a lot of women together. Mm-hmm. That was kind of dope. Like I saw the joint with Dream Doll. Yep. She got the joint with Trina.
And Trina.
Got the joint with Sweetie. Yep. Like
I love that.
I was ill. And she's killing it.
She is. You know what? Random fucking thought. What happened to Babs, yo? I'm back and I'm hitting them hard. Breast on sad. I don't need a push-up, bro. Bitches mad. Babs got a brand new car. Drop top in the hood. I'm gonna get a superstar.
I'm so mad that you know that. But Babs went out the same time that Ness got choked out.
Stop.
That was when Babs went out. It was over at that same time.
Stop.
That nigga was.
She didn't have nothing to
that
do with
nigga
that.
Freddie was choking the shit out that nigga. Boy. Yo, on national TV.
She didn't have nothing to do
Nobody
with
stopped it.
We wanted to see that nigga get choked out.
Sarah was crying. Somebody stop it.
Yo, you guys should. You gotta relax.
Yo.
At some point in your life, you just have to
Yo,
chill.
they were choking the shit out of that nigga Ness. Oh my God.
They walked to get the cheesecake.
Oh my God.
Things we'll never forget. Like, yo, we talked about pimps on the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
I might be reaching, but Diddy's one of the biggest pimps of them.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Cut.
He ain't pimping?
I won't condone this. Shout out to Revolt.
Go give me this cheesecake. Yeah.
Shout out to Diddy.
You want this?
Shout out to Sean Combs.
Go get my cheesecake.
I'm not doing this with you.
You ain't gonna do it?
I ain't doing that
No?
with you.
Why won't you condone that?
I can't talk about Thug, but you can talk about Diddy.
You's a pussy, nigga. You's a pussy.
I ain't doing
I told you I wasn't gonna go back there. And you made me.
I ain't going against. You see what he had Shine do? You better stop.
Right,
Young Thug we ain't never seen nobody around him go to jail.
Whoa, pause. I just told you I heard about Thug out here.
All I'm saying
in
is
Atlanta.
They deported Shine.
I believe it and it's real.
They deported Shine.
All right, bro.
That's all I'm gonna say.
This nigga had motherfuckers walk and get cheesecake for him, bro.
Only a real one can do that.
Pimping.
Only a real one can do it.
Pimping.
Shout out to Diddy.
Believe it.
What I want to say though too, just kind of like, completely away from that is like, I want to thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Unsolicited Culture podcast.
Thanks.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, comment, whatever you can do. It all helps, with the algorithms and, getting this out to more people.
Sure.
And I'm assuming, that you want that for us as well if you're watching.
Yeah.
So please do that. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, repost, whatever you have to do.
And just so that you know, this is
it's greatly appreciated.
A 3-man show. Editing, lighting, filming, production, all me, Rese, and Ashley.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
We do it.
Yep, and I definitely, we've said that the past couple episodes. Reason being is very important right now. We're in a very good space, having some good conversations. So, and we're learning a lot more about what we need to do and what we need to achieve. And the only way to get there is with y'all guys' help. So definitely, it's greatly appreciated when you can do that.
Light us up, man. Light us up. Yeah. It's the free 99. I had I feel like we have a good base of friends, family friends, and I read this comment that said I could never dick ride my friends. You know what I'm saying? I can't ever dick ride my friends. You know what I'm saying? Because I support you genuinely. I support you. It's free for me too. And even when it's not, if I believe in you, I'm gonna do it.
That's what I was about to say. Like, nigga, you can never say I'm dick riding on anything. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about, nigga. If I like it, I like it.
Period.
That's off rip.
Period.
And you're never gonna tell me what I can like and what I can't like and how I express my, gratitude or whatever it may be towards a situation.
Yeah.
That's kind of corny. I think that, the dick eating and all that shit is kind of weird because I'm like, nigga, how you gonna tell me just because you don't like it, nigga?
Yeah.
Or you hating on the nigga that's getting it that way?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And I think also, and this is not just as it relates to us at all. You know what I'm saying? Either you fuck with us or you don't at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the difference between there being more, just because I always say it all the time, buy black, support black. You know what I'm saying? The difference between us being more prominent and and having more black brands, ownership, whatever, is that support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And don't just do it. I've said this before. Don't just do it because it's black. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're black. Like, I'm not going to call them out, but there's a shop and the product isn't bad. You know what I'm saying? But this shop always leads with, we're black owned, and while that's great, while that's fine, is the quality there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is it something that's going to make a difference? Is it something that's impactful? You know what I'm saying? Like,
is it something that I can vouch for?
Is it something that I can vouch for? There are other factors, but at the same time, get out there and fucking support it. Find it, do your research, whatever it is that works for you. But that's the difference between us being more prominent and being more dominant out there is the support. Get out there and fucking find and buy black.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I can't say it enough. Buy black, support black, love black.
And love black.
Fuck black. No. Strike that. No, don't strike that. Fuck black. Yeah.
I ain't even gonna get into it with you.
Go with that.
You know,
Go with that.
love my black queens. How you doing, queen?
Likewise.
Nah, but it is crazy that you know, like, I wasn't expecting us to, we got there, but I've been having this thing in my head, right? Like, we have an item, we have two items, right? Us currently. We have two items that we want to offer to our fan base, right? And we're trying to figure out how to properly price the item, right? So we're in this, you know, this conversation together and trying to figure that out. And what I'm trying to figure out is how to not become the black brand that overprices items.
What I'm trying to figure out is, why is black brand overpricing items a thing? You know what I'm saying? Because you have a lot of European brands that out of the gate are considered luxury brands or whatever, and whatever price they stick on it, we gladly go and rap about it, support it, buy it down.
Yeah.
So why is it even a thing? Whatever, if you believe in that brand, whatever the cost. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a business, you know what I'm saying? Black owned, whatever, but as a business, you definitely have to compare and contrast, do your research, figure out like what's a fair price point and where you can come in at, and if you know, and once you get there, if it's on the higher end and you can back that, you have the quality, you have whatever to back that.
And the thing is, I think it, right, so I agree and I disagree with you at the same time, right? I think because just as I feel like some brands, you know, out here, black brands may be overpriced, I also believe there are a lot of white brands that are overpriced as well. Okay. But I think it has a lot to do with, you know, some of the things you said earlier, just kind of like when like you have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Because I don't want to, it could be misconstrued very easily. Put it this way. When it comes to valuing, you know, an item or creating that value around the item, you need to be legitimized by the public. Unfortunately, you can't legitimize yourself.
Why?
Because the public is going to be purchasing it. You're not purchasing your product. So if you price something at whatever it may be, you're not the one buying it, right? And that's the thing about a business per se, right? A lot of people go into business thinking they're going into ownership and they're going to have their own things and things like that. And you don't have a boss. That is completely fucking false. The people that you are offering items to or you're selling to, or this is in my eyes, if you know, I want to hear you defer on it, if you have a, you know, difference of opinion, but you have to keep the public and your consumer happy. You have an audience that you have to cater to, right? So that doesn't mean that you can't value, you know, an item per se at a higher price point. It's just that you might need to market it in a different way. Because yes, there are a lot of, you know, high-end fashion brands, you know, such as a Pierre Moss and such as like the original like Yeezy line and things like that. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of high-end brands that are out there that do very, very, very well. It's just the way they market it. Did you know that Pierre Moss was a black dude when it first happened? See, I didn't know that. Yep. I did not know that Pierre Moss was a black-owned brand because I'm looking at it, I'm like, it doesn't look black. He even made it an emphasis. I was watching the remix thing, and he made it an emphasis saying that he didn't want his face there because he didn't want to confuse the brand with other people. Yep. Or he didn't want to confuse the consumer in a sense. So he was doing the exact same thing, right? Of not trying to, in a sense, it's almost like how back in the day, like remember when like those old like soul groups used to come out and they would like, they wouldn't put them on the cover because they wanted to sell to a white audience.
They put some white people on it.
They put some white people on it, or maybe like a flower or some sort of art or some sort of like nature picture. Yeah. Like, and then there was some white artists that would do the same when they were coming in to like black markets, like Bobby Caldwell. Mm-hmm. You know, a couple other people did that as well. But that's just something, you know, because they don't want you to like judge a book by its cover, almost in a sense. And how we had Mark Green on here a couple weeks ago.
I was just about to say that. And in one of our teasers, it ends with him saying, you know, me as a young black man, I'm saying I'm a designer, I'm a fashion designer. Oh, you putting out t-shirts? Oh, you're just printing shirts. Devalue the fuck out of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And while I completely understand why Pierre Moss said, you know, what he said and went about things the way that he did. And you do what you must. Mm-hmm. You know, you do what your circumstances call for you to. But at the same time, we need to disrupt certain things, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Like, I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do need to be cautious of, you know, our targeted audience. Mm-hmm. And who we are trying to sell this to and have them in mind, for sure. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, if I place this value as a business on my product, mm-hmm. that's what it is.
No, and I get that, right? And I'm not like, and I 100% understand like what you were saying. As long as you're going out and you're purchasing the materials that should be valued at that price, using the designers that should be valued at that price, using the stitching that values at that price, using the factories that are creating this product that are valued at that price, mm-hmm. and that's where it comes out at because of the production cost of an item. Right. 100% makes sense, right? But if we're going in, and this is back to us, we created a product, right? Mm-hmm. We went through lengths to find certain things. Mm-hmm. Some things came out the way that they should have came out. Some things didn't come out the way that they should have came out. And now that's why we're here. Mm-hmm. If it would have came out the way that we both envisioned, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Right. But it's also because we're just stepping into the game. Right. So you remember where I was at with my price points in the beginning, mm-hmm. but now I've drawn back all the way on it because of what the result is. Right? Yeah. So I'm using what we have in front of us to make that final decision.
I haven't though.
What do you mean?
I haven't.
For me, I would say.
Yeah.
Not final decision for us, but for me.
I haven't drawn because it's not just because we still went through the links that we went through to use, you know, certain materials, mm-hmm. to work with certain vendors, and mm-hmm. I value us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's no less of value in what we've done.
Mm-hmm.
Versus,
like our actual work in it,
versus, the outcome. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, we're just not stepping into this thing. Everything is a learning lesson. I still value us at the end of the day, without saying without giving away too much. What we've done. You know what I'm saying?
And I absolutely understand where you're coming from, and I value us and what we do and our vision behind things 100% of the way. Right? That's not it. What I'm saying is, once this product goes out, will it be respected as if we the same way? Because the thing is, will that person do that?
It's a thought.
Because then it could affect what comes out next, even though the product is going to be better.
Yeah.
Because we know where we messed up in the first place.
I think it's about at this point, who is, regardless, because it's our first time. You know what I'm saying? Who's invested in our brand and who's not, and then who is going to continue to be invested, and then who, like the audience that we're going to bring on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right now, I can't say that everyone that's invested or whatever is going to be for lifers or for the duration of unsolicited culture. But who's invested for real is going to be there.
Got it.
And that's just my train of thought with it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna grow. We're gonna go and we're gonna grow, bro. You know what I'm saying? So who's invested is going to be there, and they're gonna witness that growth. We were just talking about like witnessing the growth of, who the fuck was it? I forget, but I think it was an artist.
Oh, Migos.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? Being able to see them blossom and grow.
Yeah.
People are gonna be there from start to finish, and they're gonna see it, and they're gonna see everything that we do and how it blossoms. And then you got people who are going to trickle off. That's just the reality of it. But we're also going to attract other people
at the same time. And I never looked at it that way, right? And that's where, like, these conversations are important when you're doing business, right? It's like you have to kind of have these conversations and play both sides of the fence, because at the end of the day, there's going to be another opinion on what your product is. Right?
Fuck ways.
So, like, for me, like a Pierre Moss, right? Unfortunately, Pierre Moss doesn't make clothes that I would say would fit my body style at this time. I might be able to cop one of the little Reebok sneakers that he did, which was hard. But at the end of the day, I can't rock everything else, right? It's not built for me. It's not cut for me. So, and that's my biggest thing. That's my biggest issue with a lot of, like, just high-end brands just in general.
Yeah.
That's what they end up going to. I'm like...
So do you feel that, you said high-end brands in general.
Fashion
brands in general. But when going back to this thing about, black brands overcharging, do you feel like, if it's not cut for you, then it's too much? Why would you pay for it? Why do you feel the need to pay for it? Or what are your thoughts about, like, black brands overcharging?
I think there are brands that overcharge, and I think there are brands that value their things correctly, and I think there are a lot of brands that undervalue what their product is. When it comes specifically to overpriced brands, I think it goes back to, like, what we've already, and I don't want to be dead horse, but we've already kind of touched on it. If you're not going to the lengths that other brands are going through, and using those materials to make it worthy of your product being that price,
how do you feel about
that's
Virgil?
my issue, huh?
How do you feel about Virgil?
I think he gets away with a cheaper product. I think he definitely gets away with a cheaper product. Yeah. He definitely gets away with a cheaper product. I love the cut. Not gonna lie, he's one of the best when it comes to
silhouettes.
High fashion brands for his silhouettes. His silhouettes are good for me. Some people may not enjoy that, right? But for me, those silhouettes are perfect for my body style.
Okay.
So if I wanted to rock something, I could, right? So I do respect that about him. I think the whole Nike thing was overblown. He has some dope things that came out of there, but he literally just deconstructed a shoe. I don't think there was any real special things like put into it. You know, I'm happy it did what it did. Hopefully he made some money off that, like the correct type of money from off of that, like the right deal. But I especially because you already know that the sneakers aren't being put together. It's Nike. They're not putting it. It's not the highest quality that you can put out on a shoe.
Right.
So when it comes to Virgil, I think he does a good job. But I think there's a lot of overpriced items in his repertoire from everything that he does because his designs are basic. There's nothing special about his designs. Like I said, his silhouettes are amazing, but his design is very blah.
I agree with you.
You didn't catch that, did you?
Nah.
Virgil blah. It's very blah.
I agree with you, and I don't think that's just a black thing, and I'm saying that because.
And that could be the issue why sorry to cut you off, but that could be the reason why it's an issue when we overprice because we allow Virgil to do that.
But we allow other people to do it we allow other brands to do it as well, bro.
But the only people that are really buying that are the people that are out here trying to stunt, and it's not the general public. But also, if we're being honest, and I'm not saying like Louis Vuitton didn't start off the way they are, but Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and everything, they have hundreds of years of being in the game.
So that makes it okay.
In a sense, it does because you remember it goes back to that thing I was saying about being legitimized by people. They wouldn't have survived if people didn't continue to buy or like the quality of work that they put out. If those Louis Vuitton bags were breaking up in 2 to 3 months, like a Dooney and Burke, they wouldn't be fucking with it.
But I don't think that it's about quality.
Shout out Dooney and Burke.
We already talked about Dooney and Burke. we had our Dooney and Burke run. I got a little flack on Dooney and Burke. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going back there.
Shit at JCPenney's now.
Shit, nigga, stop.
Nah, but what were you about to say?
I don't think that Virgil lacks the quality. You know what I'm saying? Some of the designs are basic. I fuck with the silhouettes as well. Mm-hmm. Some of the designs are just like bleh. You know what I'm saying?
Put it this way, right? You're saying he doesn't lack on quality, right?
No.
Our shirt, remember? Mm-hmm. Remember how hype I was about our shirt, like our shirt that we purchased? Remember how I showed you one that felt one way, the other that felt the other way? That's what I'm talking about. I bought the same shirt, but what I received was something completely different.
Man.
So when it comes to Virgil, just because you have a heavy sweater, nice soft on the inside, but it's a heavy sweater, when you wash that bitch, it's gonna shrink. Same thing with his shirts. Just because it's a nice heavy ounce on the cotton, it's gonna shrink. He does that. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That part of it all.
Okay.
So that's the only thing when it comes to Virgil. It looks good when you first buy it. It feels amazing.
But does it stand the test of time?
It's not gonna last. But it's also a clout piece.
It is.
And if we look at clout pieces, what is clout? What is clout? Clout is like this.
Hype beasts have fucked a lot of things up.
Yeah.
And also created a space for designers in general to be able to just throw some shit out. Yeah. Like some of these Supreme collabs have been trash, and you guys know it.
Yeah.
But Hypebeast.
What do I need with a Supreme wrench? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's dope. Let me not say it's dope. It's definitely pushing culture forward in a way.
Wow.
It pushes culture forward in a way because it allows other brands to attach themselves to certain things. Kind of like what we do, like how our, where we work at, right?
Okay.
What that created, like what that's going to create and how that's going to change an industry, right? It's going to affect the industry in some sort of shape or fashion. I don't know if it's a good way or a bad way or anything like that, but it pushes the culture forward in a place where people can start having conversations and other things.
Okay.
So put it like how, you know, Supreme did the wrench, right? With whoever, you know, created that wrench. But now you got Travis Scott doing McDonald's. Right? Not to say that those have anything collaborative to go together. And then you have Virgil doing the Mercedes-Benz truck. Like, it gives the ability.
It creates a space for us to.
Yeah, it creates a space for us to continue to push the culture forward.
Evolve in other industries. Mm-hmm. Be in a part of other conversations that, you know, not be in this box. Okay.
Yeah.
True.
And so it's dope in that fashion.
So there's good and there's bad.
Yeah, right? It's good and there's bad because there's going to be shit things that come out.
Bullshit.
Like, you need a Supreme blow up, you know, like pool blow up, like that's what you need.
No, you don't.
You know?
The director's chair was hard though, I'm not gonna lie.
Like Supreme was doing rugs and then Virgil came out with the rugs. I want a Virgil rug. I want a Virgil rug.
That wet grass joint?
Nah, I want the keep off joint.
That wet grass joint is what I need.
You want that?
I want that wet grass joint.
That was actually not selling that pricey, but the keep off rug is something like $1,700-$1,800.
Fuck that. Y'all got the wet grass joint? DM me at it's Infy. INFY. DM me. I need that.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's when it comes to overvaluing and overpricing, you know, your item, as long as you're putting in the work and you really like, I think a way that you can kind of honestly really say if you're overvaluing or overpricing your item is by looking at other business models, right? Looking at other business models, seeing what they're using, see the product that they're using, and, you know, like really paying attention. And there's ways to do that. Like, it's not hard. You can go on the internet and probably find most of it, right? And see what, you know, other fashion designers or other, you know, clothing companies or clothing brands are going through.
Okay.
Right? And then look at what they sell their items for.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a way to do it. And I know everybody wants to make a profit, but sometimes a slower profit is better for your product and your brand in the long run. Right? And that's the way, like, you know, I would say, you know, that could help us really get to the correct value on our item. And the thing is, it's not to say that those price points are always going to be your price points. Because as you go and as you grow, you know, it gives you the ability to then change up and do certain things. Like Mark, when we were talking to him, he was going through and he had his shirts for a little while. He did the New Era hats. That was a level up. And now he's doing cut and sew pieces.
And they're dope.
Right?
They're
dope. It's just like, that's how I'm looking at it. Like, you have time to continue to build your brand.
Yeah.
You know, so don't, in a sense, like, you know, as people say, shoot your load at all at once. You know what I mean? Whatever it may be. Pause, whatever. Don't shoot your load all at once. Right? Don't try to jump out the window with the price and you haven't been tested. You haven't been through the ringer. You haven't had like the ability to fail yet. You know, like you don't want to fail on your first run. I
can agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I understand where you're coming from. I just don't want there to be this black brands shouldn't overcharge space.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because if it, again, going back to what I initially said, if it's worth it, if the quality's there, if it's going to stand the test of time, if the product is just fucking worth it, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Buy black. You know what I'm saying? Regardless to the price. But I understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Compare.
And I understand what you're saying too.
Like, test it against, you know, other products or compare it against other products. Make sure you know the industry and what you're putting out in comparison to what's already been there for, you know, some time. But at the same time, we got to get out of that space in order to move us forward as it relates to us and our culture, in order to move us forward, get more ownership and the things that we want to see. We have to remove that stigma that, oh, this is a black brand, so you should, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want us to be there. I don't want that to be the thought process. Business in general, you know what I'm saying? We're a business, we're in general, so.
And let me be clear, I said something about failure. You don't want to fail on your first time out. Failure is inevitable. You're going to fail at some point in time,
yes,
right? You're going to fail at some point in time, and that's perfectly fine. It's that learning experience. It's the opportunity to grow and see what you're made of. And I think that's why, like, I definitely opened up the conversation because I know it'll be relatable by saying black brands overpricing. But in my personal life and the way that I operate, I'll never use those types of things because just as we have black brands that are overpriced, there are white brands that are overpriced.
For sure.
And it's like
and we've allowed them to.
Yeah.
For extended periods of time.
And my thing is looking at what's there and what's available in my face. Overpriced is overpriced, period. Money's green, whatever it may be, and that it's just over fucking priced, period. And it goes, and this is completely off topic, but the same fucking type of thought process for me. It's like, they always talk about like black on black crime, right? Yeah. 94% of black people kill black people, whatever it may be, but 88% of white people kill white people. So it's just like, is it white on white crime too? Let's stop. It's crime. Let's be real and be honest about things. Let's talk about crime. Let's get crime down. Why is crime so high? It doesn't matter who it's happening to and why it's happening to anybody. Let's get crime down. Just like let's get these prices down if possible. Or let's just stop buying those brands that are not there for us. You know what I mean? Or not in your price point. Not even that they're not there for us. Because they don't have to be. They're catering to a specific market. Right. And they have the... That's their that's what they should
not
be doing.
Not there for us. I think I agree. Not there for us because a lot of these brands aren't there for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that is they can do that. That's up to them. Yeah. That's up for them.
They're catering to a specific
They're catering to their market.
So let's get into these brands that are
catering to our market or catering not even our market, catering to you specifically. Yeah. Because black people are not a monolith. Let's make that clear. We all have different interests and we all like different things. So buy with the brands that cater to you, whether they be white or black. If you can support black in the things that are of your interest, do that. But if not, just go with the brands that interest you, that are catering to you, that are talking to you, that are speaking to you. Because what's the point of wasting money on somebody that doesn't even respect you?
Facts. You know something that wow, this is like completely left.
Yeah.
We just came up. Lord. We just came up with such a deep, like, profound conversation. But
I'm scared.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like something this has been on my mind, and I want to know.
All right.
Do you take public shits?
All right.
Do you shit in public?
Can I lie?
No, I want you to be honest.
I'm telling the truth. Nah, but so like, look, all right. I guess mine's layered. When I was a child, I didn't like taking public shits at all. Okay. Right? That was not my thing. Like when I was at school, I would wait to get home to go to the bathroom most of the time. I just didn't want to like be in the bathroom and like I'm going in the bathroom and like somebody pops in like right in the middle of like bloop. You know what I mean? And hear that, yo, this nigga Rese taking a shit. Like, I don't want to like...
Not that you have noisy shits.
Yeah, I don't have noisy shits or nothing like that. But there might be that time where you go in and it just rip one or whatever it may be. Sometimes it's like that. Okay. But you know how it just is because it was just foul. Like, us in school, we were foul ass young people. Like, they were just like, they telling everybody in the school that you were just in there taking the shit. Like, they didn't just take a shit the other day. But I would go to like the nurse's office to take my shits. One, because it was super clean and all that type of stuff. And it was one bathroom stall. You had your own door. It was almost like you were at home. So you could kind of go in and just kind of like relax and feel like nobody could walk in on you. There was like this like clarity. Like you was able to like focus and, do your thing, right? Without any interruption.
Wow.
So that was it.
Okay.
And just as I got older, I kind of was like, man, I shouldn't probably be holding these things in. Yeah. So I'm going to just do what I got to do if it really, really calls for it.
I think my mom is like one of the most transparent people I've ever met. Like one of the most unfiltered, transparent people.
Oh, man.
And I love her for that because that's done so much for me. You know what I'm saying? So she'll tell me, you better not hold that in. You better go, just go. You know what I'm saying? You better, but me, like,
don't hold that demon in, girl. Let it out.
Just let it go. But me, like, I'm just such a I'm a person that holds in a lot of things, as you may already know, including shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not just emotions and feelings.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been uncomfortable with shitting anywhere else that like is not home. Like I'll go out on vacation and I'll be in a hotel and be uncomfortable about shitting in a hotel because it's not my toilet.
What?
Real talk. Now if I have to go,
hold on, it ain't got nothing to do with public.
No, it's just like if it's not a familiar setting, if it's not home, if it's not my house or my mom's house, I don't want shit there.
Man, there's been a murder scene at a few hotels for me. So
bruh, listen. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I gotta go, it's gonna happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's going to fucking happen. But I just... If
you could prevent it, you won't.
If I can... Right. Like, if I'm out on my regular, just like off day, out and about, and I gotta shit, it's not happening. I'm going home. I'll go home. I'll leave whatever. I gotta go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just not about to shit in public. My reason for even getting here is because not to like dehumanize anyone. Like everybody shits. Even as I discovered, the baddest bitch in the world, or not even the baddest bitch in the world, right?
Nope.
The baddest bitches.
Nope.
Take shits, bro.
Nope. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop you. Let's not use the word bitches. Oh, I had to say women, okay? Ooh. I can't even say females. So bitches is super illegal. That's a death penalty, okay? You cannot say that. But J-Lo does not take shits, okay? I know that for a fact.
The baddest bitches in the world take shits, bro.
J-Lo's never taken a shit. Maybe when she was a kid, but she don't take shits.
You know what Waiting for Tonight was about? Taking a shit. Waiting for tonight. Oh.
Yeah, that video was kind of hard. I remember that video.
She was waiting to get on that toilet. All right, done. J-Lo takes shits.
That was funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Waiting for tonight. That's hilarious.
She was waiting to take that shit, bro.
That's hilarious.
J-Lo shits at the baddest women in this world. Shit. Boom. You know
I
what I'm
couldn't imagine coming home to J-Lo though and like, she's like, damn, baby, that Ruth Chris just fucked my... First off, I'm not taking J-Lo to Ruth Chris. What am I gonna take J-Lo to?
You don't take... Come on, that's very basic.
Yeah, there's...
For J-Lo?
I gotta get in my bag with J-Lo. Like, we go... It's different. Let me not... Ruth Chris... I don't even like Ruth Chris myself, so... Like, we'll get in... I have to get into another bag. We'll get back there.
Special.
We'll get back there.
Well, listen. So... My reason,
Michelin star
my
type
reason
shit.
for even going there is because I work in a very public setting, right? And I just really came to this realization, like, yo, shit happens everywhere, anytime, literally, figuratively, shit happens, right? I'm at work, you know what I'm saying? I gotta use the restroom.
It's a nice pun, by the way.
Boom. I go to take
Double entendre.
I go to, take a piss. I walk in the restroom. There's two young ladies in there, two homegirls. I walk in, I make eye contact with the one who's standing, directly in front of me. She's washing her hands. We just got done washing her hands. She makes eye contact with me. She knows her homegirl's in there tearing it down. You know what I'm saying? So she makes eye contact with me and she's like, ooh, right? And this is the part.
She foul as shit.
She's letting me know.
She foul.
She's letting me know. No, she's a real.
No, but she foul for her homegirl.
Hey,
she don't know you.
She's letting me know. Sis, you just walked into some shit.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And my mind's not registering it until I breathe in. Her homegirls.
Your mouth was open.
Fucking mean one. There's nothing else to do. I don't even want to pee anymore. I immediately turn around and walk out. Right?
Hold on. So I'm asking, like, I don't know if you do this. I don't know, like, you know how ladies, like, when they together, they go to the bathroom together. Like, y'all do that? Like,
I don't
do
know.
y'all? No, like, y'all. You know what I mean.
I don't go in the bathroom nobody, okay?
No, so like
myself and I.
So I'm asking ladies out there, then, do y'all like going for like moral support so y'all could like warn anybody coming in? Like, is that what y'all do?
I mean,
like,
that's what they do. I don't take nobody to the bathroom.
Bitch, come with me.
You know what I'm saying? If I gotta do my shit, I do it on my lonely.
I get it now. Come with me mean, oh, it's about to go down. You need to be there.
You know what I'm saying? I need that moral support.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying.
Shorty, like, I take it all in, immediately turn around, walk out, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mind you, again, I work in a public setting, so I have to see her coming out.
Damn, you had to face the devil.
You know what I'm saying? So the both of them walk out, and they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous as fuck, and it just hit me. Bad bitches take shits. And not just bad bitches take shits, but bad bitches take shits in public. That was a shitty shit, bro.
Yeah. Like you would expect like the Instagram girls to go home and do that in they lonesome.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like in the privates, like that, you don't really want that to come out.
Let me see how real you are.
Fucking shit, bro.
Let me see how real you are. So look, right? Say you know, this whole kind of, this is the scenario. You walk into the bathroom, her homegirl's doing the waving over the nose. She looks at you to warn you. You take that note. You leave. You waiting, she come out, she bad. Whole scenario that you just explained, right? She bad. She come up to you, she's like, hey, I noticed you when before I walked into the bathroom or whatever it may be, I think you're cute.
Nah. No.
You're not going, and she bad though. She get tight.
No. Because I'm offended at that point.
But she didn't do it to you, she had to get that demon up out of her.
I still smell it.
So, like, when she come in, it's on her breath. Like,
it's not even on her
breath. Not
on
her breath, but it's on her breath.
It's on my nose, nigga. Like, I just smelled that. It's no.
Will you give her a chance later, or is it just going to kind of
I think some time has to pass. Is it going to kind of
linger?
I'll be mad about it. I'll just be like, give me your phone number. You know what I'm saying? Like, put it in my phone.
Got it. Oh, you just gonna slide it to her.
It's gonna be quick and short. It's not gonna be like a long conversation.
Okay.
You bad. I'm not foolish. You know what I'm saying?
It.
But like, all right, put your number on my phone.
Got it.
Or let me get your IG. Not even put your number on my phone. Let me get your IG.
Ooh.
Because I'm still mad about the way that smelled.
Damn.
But I'm gonna hit you up though. I need some time to pass before I can get over this shit.
Got it.
It was aggressive. Like, let's go out on a few dates. Let's laugh together. You know, let's cry a little bit. Let's establish, things that we have in common before I smell your shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Out the gate, you just, hit me with that.
Have you ever been on a first date where somebody had to like remove themselves, or you had to remove yourself to go take a deuce?
Let me really think about this before I say no.
Because like, I'm just wondering, like, I don't think I've ever been on a date where I had to do that. Because, like, I'm very cautious when I do certain things or eat certain things around, like, in those situations. Like, I don't even eat before I go on a plane.
No, I haven't been on any first dates where I've had to, like, shit. But I've been on first dates where I've let myself get too fucking drunk.
Yeah, I guess that's...
Or
that's
too
common.
high. Like, I recently... Oh, shit. I don't give a fuck if she watches this. She probably knew, like, I was... suited.
Okay.
Like, I recently was out with a young lady. Shout out to you. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was out with a young lady and I got too fucking suited. And the thing about it was I was talking big shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do this, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you do what, though?
I do this.
Oh. Okay, you do this. I'm not even gonna do it. You do this, okay?
I do
Got
this.
you. I'm with you.
And I was suited. Like, I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I was
and then
like...
when it came time to do this...
I still got the deed done.
Oh, okay. I was about to say you didn't do
but
this.
I had to slow down because...
You caught yourself doing something?
Because I would have just been flat out on my ass if I didn't be like, all right.
What made you catch yourself? What was that realization? Like, what happened in that moment? You was like, shit, I'm too high. 'Cause that's one of the best moments in the fucking world. When you realize that you too fucking high, too fucking drunk, and you just like, nigga, you bullshit. What was it?
My mouth was dry as fuck. My mouth was dry as fuck. I could hear my heart beating out loud.
It's the best and it's the scariest thing.
It is. I could hear my heart beating out loud, and my palms were sweaty as shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like moving around like too antsy. I was like, nah, nigga, you fucked. Relax. Chill.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm making do with it, do better.
That's what it's about, though. I mean, like, those are some of the moments I be living for. Like, I don't smoke or anything like that. I don't really drink heavy, but I remember, man, when I did, like, those were the best moments to kind of think about. You be like, damn, nigga, you really on one right now. Like, nigga, what is wrong with you? You start talking to yourself.
I'm starting to see spaceships on blanket.
Word.
Period.
Word. You started looking around, like you're not even paying attention to what's actually going on anymore.
Shorty was talking. I was like,
you in your head, fucked up.
Like shit.
Excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom. You start looking in the bathroom, in the mirror like this at yourself, like,
nigga, water
what did I do?
Oh, get it together.
Yeah.
Get it together. What
That's
you doing?
the funniest shit in the fucking world.
Hey.
I remember I walked into a nigga at a club, and he was like that, just going crazy in the fucking, like, he didn't give a fuck who was around. Nigga was throwing water on his face. This just wasn't weed or fucking liquor. I don't know what that nigga was on.
Off the reserve.
He was going.
Yeah.
That nigga was living on Mars at this time.
Yeah.
This nigga was seeing everybody as aliens. I swear to God, this nigga was in there bugging out, talking to himself and shit. And I'm like, bro, like, you good? Like, I'm thinking that in my head, but I didn't want to scare him, so I didn't say nothing.
He's not.
And he wasn't. And then I didn't see him come out. That was the last time I saw him. I don't even know if he came out, like, until the club was over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's a scary thing, but it's a scary thing, but it's a great thing.
It's a real thing.
The next, like, when you wake up and you good and you can just go back and think
like,
about
nigga,
that
you was
shit.
tripping. You was tripping, dog. You was tripping, dog.
You was
but have fun, though.
bullshitting.
Yeah.
That's the best shit in the fucking world.
Oh
man.
Good times.
Good times. Yeah, that's wild.
Good times, man. Good times. But you know, on that note, I think it's time, as we always do, rapido. This has been another episode.
Bring it back, Turbo.
What?
Ain't that what you said?
Who?
Turbo?
I don't know what that is.
A little beat, nigga. I don't know. Fuck that.
But this has been another episode of Unsolicited Culture. If you guys have not already, please go and check out the website. You know what I'm saying? We got our .com up and popping. It's in my bio. It's in Rese's bio. If you follow Unsolicited Culture on IG, it's in that bio. Go check out the website. The website links you, just in case you were wondering.
It's a hub for all of our content.
Boom. The website links you to everything that we're on, all of our platforms. So Spotify, YouTube for the visuals, iTunes, SoundCloud. We also release playlists with, you know, just random music that we enjoy and we discover with each and every episode. Go check out the playlist. Go support those artists as well.
Yeah, definitely. And if you have any artists or any dope black art, that, you know, pages that you want to share with us, share them with us on the Unsolicited Culture Instagram, however you can get in touch with us. Share with us. We love seeing it. We love utilizing those resources, you know, overall. So again, like, comment, subscribe. Share, repost, whatever it may be.
Hit us.
Very, very important. Yep, feedback. That's a big one for us.
Speaking of dope black art, like, my space is like bare as fuck right now. I really want to commission local artists in Atlanta. And I already have one person that I met personally, and I'm going to link with them. I just don't know what it is like I want them to do. Maybe I'll just say, you know, freestyle your style.
Yeah.
And have them do something. But if you know any dope black artists, At us, bro. At
Yeah.
them. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I really want to get into it. So
yeah, I'm definitely in the market as well. I've been purchasing a lot of art as well from all black artists. I got some Hebrew Brantley stuff. Shout out to him. Chicago, you feel me? I got some blue. I got a blue piece. Shout out to Dallas.
I think you showed me blue. Yeah.
Okay. I got a little Basquiat, you know, not a real one. I ain't getting it like that.
Nigga.
I got a little Basquiat
You got
from
money.
You know, just getting a little.
Bro, if I could get a real Basquiat, yo.
Nigga, you get a real Basquiat, nigga. If you bought a real Basquiat and you ain't what?
Did not get a real Basquiat.
Fact.
I'm totally different on you niggas. When I get a real Basquiat, I'm totally different on you niggas. Like,
yeah, Hov bought what? Hov bought his Basquiat. I think he bought his Basquiat at like 140 mil, some shit. Yeah, so we it's a different world. Yeah, you better be different.
Real different.
You might not even have to be friends with me no more. You get a Basquiat.
I know we gonna be.
No. You ain't gotta be friends with me. I get it. I understand.
No, we gonna be friends.
I know my level. I get it.
When I make it, you make it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when I get my Basquiat, you want something else. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
My shit.
That's a culture.
My shit for sure. If y'all haven't seen it, go check out Hebrew Brantley. Super fucking dope. I got a Fresh Dot Daily too. I got a Fresh Dot piece that's pretty dope. It's called Brothers Keeper. Yeah, there's a lot of dope black artists out here. There's a girl out of Baltimore. Oh fuck, I feel so bad. Let me get her name really quick. Go ahead.
Look it up.
Infy.
See, you always
Hold on.
fucking my shit up.
Go ahead, Infy.
See what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you run that. But yeah, like I was saying, if you guys know of anyone that we haven't already mentioned, please inbox us at us. Rese _AD and it's Infy ITSINFY. I need that in my life.
Her name is Amani Lewis. She's out of Baltimore. Oh my god, her shit is phenomenal.
There's a young woman.
Phenomenal.
And I feel like her Instagram name is I Am Muse, and I specifically know of her because she's like LGBTQ community, fucking dope. Like I followed her from like she moved out to LA, her and her wife and their 2 kids, and you know they were starting to bubble. Now she's working with a lot of dope people. She's fucking. I have to show you her. I Am Muse. Go check her out as well. Like I probably can't afford her, but shawty dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
One day.
Shawty dope.
Where's she from?
I'm not sure where
Houston?
She's from. She's either from the South or the East Coast, but she's in LA now.
I think I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's a couple other people I do want to shout out. I don't want to keep it like going, but there's So Trill out of Seattle, I believe, or definitely Washington State. So Trill, SEW_TRILL. She's dope. Albasir. He's out of LA by the way of Philly. He used to be a part of the rap group Philly's Most Wanted. His rap name was Bubonic. But he's been doing art recently. He got some cool stuff. And Destiny Darcell, she got some cool stuff.
Definitely dope as fuck.
There's a lot of dope black art out there, and just want to pay homage to all those that are doing it, all the ones that have done it before. Just pay respect to black art for sure. So
for sure. Again, if you know any that we haven't already touched on, let us know who you fucking with.
We need something for these walls.
We do. Well, pause. God damn, bro.
Damn, son.
You did it. I did.
You did
Damn.
I threw the alley like a motherfucker. All right.
Yo, appreciate you guys for rocking with us. As always, this is Unsolicited Culture. Peace.